What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography. In today's video we're going to be talking about a leaked image that we have and some specs for the Nikon Z6 Mark III. Alright everybody, I'm Joe, this is Joseph Blake Photography. This is my channel where we talk about everything related to creation, the technology, the tools, the techniques, pretty much anything that you can use to create in this very fast moving world. But I'm talking about it with you, so let's jump into the info. If you're into this kind of thing, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go like if you think that this is what you're into, and if I've done a good job on this video, please hit the like button and hit the bell if you want to get notified when I make new videos. So let's talk about this photo. So it's really cute. It's a photo of some tape that was peeled off of what looks to be a test unit, a seed unit for a Nikon Z6 Mark III. If you look at the Z6 Mark II, it doesn't have this marking, but if you look at the Z8 and the Z9, it does. So I'm pretty sure this is legit, and even if it's not, it's fun, and it's pretty cool. So we know that the Z6 Mark III is coming. We know that it's on the way. The question was, number one, what are the specs going to be and when are we going to get it? AB is right around the corner here in Las Vegas, the 13th through the 15th, I think. So any day now, we probably will see an announcement for this camera, if not at the show, just before or just after, especially since this is probably going to be right around the same time that we're hearing announcement rumors from Canon about the R5 Mark II and the R1. I'll go ahead and link up here a video that I did about that. Now, when we talk about the specs for this camera, it's a little confusing. In January, we got a set of specs that felt insane. And what I mean by that is not real. It sounded like a fever dream. And so anyone who was like, man, I really want to get the Z6 Mark III, this was just, somebody woke up and these specs just came out of their dreams. Now, mind you, the Z6 is a mid-range camera, right? It's similar to other cameras in the $1,500 to $2,500 price point. That's what it's for. It's not the Z7, it's not the Z9, it's not the A1 or the A9, it's not the R3 or the R5. It's not in that league, only because that's how Nikon is doing it, right? They're producing this camera for a particular market segment. And that's where I personally find that I run into people on the internet who don't understand how these markets work. They're not just going to come out with the camera that has all the specs and the best thing that you want at the price that you want because they want you to buy the other camera, right? That's their job. They're a company. They're designing a product they want you to buy, and they want you to spend as much money as they possibly can get you to buy because you want those specs. So the specs that were rumored, I'm going to read these off to you real quick. 24 megapixel BSI sensor, believe that, considering that's what it already has. 6K 60 RAW. Let that sink in. 60 frame per second at 6K RAW. 4K 120, 4K 60 ProRes RAW. I do not believe that. I just don't. I'm sorry. A 5.76 million dot EVF, frame per second JPEGs, 1/16,000ths of a second shutter speed, a mechanical and an electronic, 8 stops of vibration compensation or image stabilization, pixel shift, CF Express and SD card, a body bigger than the Z6 or the Z7 that we currently have. Honestly, I think these might be the specs for a new Z7, not a Z6. That was in January. So now, with this photo, we have some updated specs. And this feels a little more tangible, right? A little more possible. Still the 6K sensor, which again, the 24 megapixel sensor that we have on the Z6 II, same sensor size, probably an improvement overall in the sensor, but same size, not an increase in the resolution. Full HD at 240 frames per second. I believe that at 8-bit with a crop. I believe that. 14 frame per second mechanical and 20 frame per second electronic. I believe that too. I believe that too. That sounds totally in line with the reality of where Nikon is going with their cameras. The ability to get online firmware updates, an HDMI A port, 2.1 spec, HDMI 2.1, and a high-speed USB 3.0 port. That sounds great. Those sound like great updates for a mid-range camera that the Z6 is. These other specs sound insane, especially on the video side. especially when you take a look at what the Z6 II can do right now. That would be the most monumental shift in capability. I don't normally wear a hat, but if those specs are real and the pricing stays the same or relatively same for a Z6, I will buy a hat and I will eat it. I will eat it. I will show you. Or maybe I'll find a hat made out of a material that you can eat. That would be fun. Anyway, I don't shoot with Nikon cameras, but I am and I shoot with Canon. A lot of the videos on my channel are about Canon. But I know that with multiple players in the market competing against each other, pushing each other to do the best and to get the best for their customers, that is what's best for us as consumers, as creators, because it gives us access to the best stuff, because they're fighting for our dollars and for our brand loyalty, right? That's what they're doing. So I'm excited. I love seeing these announcements. I'm really hoping that we get this at NAB. That would be very interesting because I would love to see what we actually end up getting. And I will definitely do a video. Now that I've done this video, I will definitely do a video talking about the announcement of that camera. And let's see, maybe I can find my way into NAB this year. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Those are the specs. That's the info. There's the photo of the tape. So thanks for watching. Go and hit subscribe. Go and hit like. This is the kind of thing that you're into. And I will see you in the next one.